G'day guys, Glenn and Jonty here from BEEFAST. This video, we're just doing a wee recap on 2025 and sort of what's coming up for 2026. We're going to look at obviously when we started and a few notable things that we've managed to tick off in our first 9 months to a year of business. So yeah, obviously starting back in around March earlier this year, from nothing, Jonty got things off the ground, and the idea was to really bring an alternative form of nutrition to the endurance market in the form of honey. We did notice a real big uptake straight away, which was really cool. A lot of people getting on board and a lot of people reordering and choosing to fuel naturally. So yeah, we'll just do a quick look back on 2025 and then look ahead to this year.
Sweet. G'day team, John here. So BEEFAST exists basically to give athletes simple, natural, effective fuel for their training and racing. So that's sort of what we started off this year. Just tried to get, bridge the gap between a honey supplement and endurance racing, fueling, and everything in between that. And there's no unnecessary ingredients with the honey products that we deliver. There's no gimmicks. It's just fuel that your body understands and recognizes. So yeah, that's sort of what our target was on the get-go. Started that last year.
Yeah, beauty. Obviously at the start, we obviously put normal honey into gel packets, but with that, honey is not everyone's favorite flavor, so we had to obviously build a few new products around that. So we brought out a coffee and a chocolate gel as well, just different flavors to keep the palate happy and cater for those different audiences, people who still want to fuel but not locked into a honey flavor. And then we also brought out probably one of our best products to date is our energy bar. So real simple puff rice, chocolate, honey, and a bit of butter, high carb bar. It's doing very well. There's not too many bars on the market like it. Something that goes down real easy and is high carb and it isn't full of refined sugars and preservatives, which is definitely a big selling point that we have noticed. You can look on the ingredients. There's 4 or 5 ingredients. You can read them all. You know what they are. No huge list. So that's definitely been one of the most popular products that we have brought out. We've also started sponsoring a few events and athletes. Our first event was in the winter with the Southern Lakes Multi-Sport Club through the kayak series, and from them we've done running races, more kayak races. We've got 2 athletes on board and a couple teams. So we've got Anthony Grant in Queenstown, who's an ultra runner, does some big missions in the hills, and Bailey Powell from Wanaka, who's a triathlete, sort of turned semi-pro runner now, targeting the top of the field in the marathon. So that's been really cool to see those guys who are some of the best that they're, in their field using our products and doing very well. We also got into our first retail shops at the back end of last year. So Outside Sports, they were our first main customer that gave us a crack. So we got into Wanaka, Queenstown, and Tarnow. So that was very exciting, seeing our own product on the store, on the shelves. And within the first month, we sold out, at all 3 stores. So that was really exciting. It's good to see people off the street coming in and picking up a natural alternative fuel. And then we're now into another shop in Wanaka, Kinnisy Running. With Ian there, he runs a good shop, and then we're also in Christchurch at Further Faster and Nelson with Gear Shop. They've been a few of the big big ticket items that we've managed to tick off, which has been very cool. We've had a lot of good feedback from people, lots of repeat customers. Over 50%, I think, of our online orders are people coming back and purchasing them again and again, which is great to see.
Yeah, and then I suppose the things we've learned from this year, there's been a few big learnings. I think people care deeply about what they're putting into their body. So going back to the initial sort of thing we said at the start, using a natural product that nature gives us to help fuel our body. So having that with well-made products as well, with complicated, ingredients, and trying to bog down the ingredients list with things that people don't really understand what they are, trying to keep it as simple as possible. So yeah, that's another thing we've learned that people enjoy. And then community support matters as well. So like those events we've sponsored and those local athletes, there's been a bit of a buy-in from people around the area, especially Central Otago, Wanaka and Queenstown. We're getting good support from the locals there with the products, repeat orders, which has been really good. So yeah, we've learned quite a lot in the space around, instead of having a huge marketing budget and not knowing the people behind the brand, we're trying to promote it as a community orientated brand that people can come up to and talk to, and grassroots sort of vibe. So yeah, it's sort of what we've learned has worked this year, and trying to capitalize on that for 2026.
Yeah, ideal. And what do you think some of the, why do you think it's important that people can, sort of see behind the Instagram page and who's actually running it?
I guess it gives you that feel, if I saw the people making our product, using it and racing with it and talking about it, it instills a bit of confidence in the public. I think, there's nothing worse than, a big Powerade company like Powerade. You don't know who really runs the show. But if you're from Queenstown and you're seeing it on Instagram, we saw it at events, and a few locals use it, gives you a bit more confidence. And I don't know, I feel like it's a cool way to be, rather than being behind the scenes and pushing heaps of money into it and not really learning what people enjoy, or facing that, putting the face up.
Definitely,
Yeah.
Obviously 2026, we're looking just to really double down on what we've managed to kickstart in 2025. We'll try to pick up a few new events. Obviously a big one we've got coming up is the Magnificent Adventure Race in about a month's time. So we've got 30 teams, about a third of them are from overseas. So, and obviously we're sponsoring Jonty's Racing and the BEEFAST team, so that'll be great. And we'll just try to double down on our products and keep making good, clean nutrition, and just try conservatively build that brand and not try to pump it up, but just keep the snowball moving, really.
And just lastly, I want to thank everyone who has supported BEEFAST in 2025. If you've used the products or heard of us, or interacted with us or thought about using the products, we'd just like to say massive thanks. Flynn and I, obviously none of this could happen if it wasn't for you guys, because you guys are helping keep the dream alive. So massive thanks for that. And if you haven't, or you're thinking about it, subscribe, follow along. We're going to do a little bit more of this sort of stuff. Obviously social media and marketing and that sort of things aren't quite our strong point, but this is us trying to put our content out there. And if you're interested in the story and want to tune in, hit subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and we'll try and get our Facebook cranking a wee bit. But hopefully we're going to have a cool 2026 and see you guys all out there. Sure.
Cheers.